As we continue in the letter of James, we turn today to chapter 2, verse 13, which says, "For judgment will be without mercy to anyone who has shown no mercy. Mercy triumphs over judgment." This is a verse I could take a lot more than just a couple minutes speaking about. Mercy triumphs over judgment. If you were to ask people who are not Christian, if you were to ask people who were once a part of a church and no longer a part of the church, how come you're not attracted to a church? Why don't you want to be a part of a church? Or why did you leave a church? One of the very top answers given, and for many people the number one answer given, is because people were too judgmental. In the book Unchristian, this is one of the main reasons why unchurched people want nothing to do with Christians or the church, because we are known for being judgmental and for judging other people far more than we are known for being merciful and for acts of mercy. And I really believe this grieves the heart of God. If the church was known for being merciful, for doing acts of mercy, caring for orphans and widows, for the most vulnerable, for the needy, helping to feed the hungry and clothe the naked, and help the homeless to find solutions to their problems, to comfort the grieving. If the church was known for these things, I don't think the church would be shrinking across the country like it is. When you look at your own life and your own interaction with unchurched people, and even with other Christians, maybe even members of your small group or other members of the church, we want to make sure that our default, if you will, is love and mercy and not judgment. Back in the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus speaks repeatedly about mercy and forgiveness, and he speaks about it in the Sermon on the Mount when Peter says, "How many times should I forgive? Even 70 times 7. 7 times, and Jesus says 70 times 7. Basically, you need to just have that as your default posture in life, is mercy and grace and forgiveness. Mercy triumphs over judgment. And if you need a selfish reason to believe this and to act and live that way, remember, James says, judgment, meaning God's judgment, will be without mercy to anyone who has shown no mercy. When people sometimes say to me they think I fall too much on the side of mercy and grace and love, I always say, well, I may lean into those because that's what I want from God. I don't want to stand before God and have God say to me, I was so judgmental and harsh and arrogant and condemning in trying to be a Christian that judgment of myself will be without mercy. If you want mercy for yourself, extend it to other people.